Dad, I'll be up in a minute. I want to check on Otis.
All right, I'm going to work on some stuff up here.
Otis? Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, hey, Ella. I'm just a little sad. This dig is almost over, and although I am grateful for my time here, I'm just a little disappointed that I never actually found an artifact on my own.
Oh, Otis.
Sure, I've helped dig and carry and sort and clean some more and clean artifacts, but I never actually discovered an artifact on my own.
Otis, here. You can have one of my artifacts. I've got tons. Dad and I have done these digs for years. Here.
All right.
I want you to have some of the coins I found a few days ago. You could have them.
Man, that was great. I hit the jackpot there. Thank you, Princess Ella. You are so generous. I appreciate you sharing your finds with me.
Well, you're welcome, Otis. See you at dinner.
All right. See ya.
Hey, Ella, what's wrong with Otis?
Well, he's kind of depressed because he hasn't found any artifacts on his own. I offered him some coins of mine, and it cheered him up just a little, but then he's kind of sad again.
Well, it sure was nice of you to give away your coins, but you know how different it is when you find your first artifact.
Oh, I do, Dad. I remember when you helped me find my first artifact.
Yeah.
You worked with me all day, helping me dig and sift until I found my very first bead. Here it is. Look, I'm still wearing this. Made a necklace out of it. You said I could keep it. I could hardly believe it.
Well, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it was just a small little find. I mean, museums have tons of these things.
I know. It wasn't very valuable to them, but it meant the world to me, Dad.
Yes, it did.
It was the first time I actually felt like an archaeologist. That was when I knew I wanted to study archaeology, just like you, Dad. Do you think I could help Otis find an artifact like you helped me?
Well, we are scheduled to excavate that section of that grid tomorrow. We need to lift a good portion of the rubble over it and sift through it in case there are smaller artifacts. Our survey indicates there isn't anything too important in it, but who knows? I mean, there might be some coins. The metal detector gave off a small indication.
Oh, please, Dad, can I?
Well, you know, it could take quite a while. And I thought you were wanting to go to the market with Fiona when she went to go get some supplies.
Well, I did, but I really want to help Otis. You know, he's been a good friend, and he's so sad. Please, Dad.
Well, it's your time, Ella. Spend it as you wish. If you really want to do this, then I say go for it.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Sure.
Hey, Otis, come on. We're going to help you find your very own artifact.
No kidding.
Come on.
All right.
Right over here.
Several hours later. Professor Stone! Professor Stone! You'll never believe what happened!
I'm right here, Otis. There's no need to shout. It's okay.
You'll never believe what happened!
Otis, breathe in and out. All right, okay. Ella, do you know what's happened? Otis seems a little bit excited and very out of shape.
Yeah, but I'm going to let him tell you. He's just about got his breath back.
Good now?
I think so. Professor Stone! You'll never believe what happened!
Well, why don't you tell me?
Look what I found!
Huh.
I found this all on my own. Well, not really all on my own. Ella kind of helped me.
Oh, Otis, I just showed you where to look and where to go through the steps, but you did all the work yourself.
Well, that's a very nice find there, Otis. What are you going to do with it?
Well, I was going to give it to the museum, but Ella talked to the supervisor, And guess what? They're going to allow me to keep it. Can you believe it? My very own artifact.
Well, that was sure generous of you, Ella.
You know, it's just one coin. He's so much more excited over that coin than he was the whole handful that I gave him.
Well, I'm not talking about the coin. I'm talking about all the other gifts you gave him. I mean, you gave him hours of your time. You gave up your leisure time when I knew you could have been doing something fun. You gave him your skills and your experience, and I'm pretty sure you gave him your patience. Because, let's just face it, Otis can be a handful.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
Going to the market would have been fun, but, you know, this was worth it. Just to watch him as he learned how to sift through the sand and the rocks and learn how to handle that pottery he found and label them, and then you found that coin. It was hard work. He did try my patience, Dad, but in the end, it was worth it to see Otis happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how I feel about all those compliments, but I'm so grateful for you guys. More than words can express.
It's just one coin?
No, there, little Ella. It's more than that. It's like that story you were sharing with me the other day. The story about the widow and her 2 mites. All those wealthy people making a huge fanfare when they gave their money.
Fanfare?
Hoopla fuss.
Yeah, hoopla fuss.
Excitement? Amusement?
Hoopla. Yeah.
A big to-do? Hoopla fuss. They made sure everyone noticed how much money they were putting in, but it wasn't hard for them. They had plenty of money to give. But then the widow came along and put in 2 measly mites. Not very much money at all, but Jesus said it was all she had to give.
Well, how does that compare with this?
Well, see, it wasn't very hard for you to give that handful of coins, was it?
No, not really. You know, I had a bunch of them. The site supervisors let us keep them as a thank you for volunteering. Nah, they're not really worth much.
Exactly. And you could have left it at that. But no, you didn't. You gave up your afternoon, you gave up a trip to the market with your friends, and you shared your skills and experience with Otis Potts here, all to help me find my 1 coin. But that's more than a coin. It's an experience I'll never forget. I finally feel like an archaeologist, and I owe it all to you.
Otis, you're going to make me all weepy.
Oh, you're making me do the laugh cry. I'm already weepy.
Okay, me too. It's getting there. It's coming. Okay.
It's the elevation.
Oh. Hey, listen, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of y'all too. You know, I've watched this week as you've all gained skills that will serve you well, both as archaeologists and as people who are trying to follow Jesus. You know, you found treasure in your own hearts that Jesus values highly. Think about what you've learned. You've learned about dedication and repentance, humility and mercy, and finally tonight, generosity. I'd be proud to have all of you on my team again anytime. What do you think, Ella?
Dad, I've learned a lot this week.
Yeah, what about you, Otis? You learned a lot?
I think I have. You know, I have just one phrase to say to that. You bet your britches!
Y'all have a good time tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for helping us this week.